Welcome to the 20th of October. We're already about two-thirds of the way through the month. We only have about 2 1/3 months left of the year. And before you know it, we'll be talking about snow, but not in our 7-day. Well, there's our record high, 84 degrees, set back in 1920, and the record low, 19 degrees, back in 1972. Well, it's cold out there. Most of us somewhere between 43 and 44 degrees. The high so far today was 45. Winds are whistling out of the southwest at about 16 to 21 miles an hour. Time to talk about wind chill. Factor in the temperatures with the cooling effect of the wind. Feels like 35, 34, 33 right along the river. It's definitely a cold day out there. And to add insult to injury, we've had a wind gust to 40 miles an hour. We were expecting that we would get some gusty winds today, and they would be up at least to 40 miles an hour today, but no wind advisory. And I think that was a wise thing not to issue one, because we'll have about a dozen times over the next 6 months where we will need to issue one. And anyway, last night, around 8 p.m., we had a wind gust to 42, and that was associated with the convection, the showers, and maybe even a rumble of thunder that came through from the south and headed up to the north, and that was recorded also at the Wheeling-Ohio County Airport. Well, here's what we're looking at. We still have this big upper-level disturbance. The center of rotation is now to the north of our area. We're on the back side of the system. And notice all the gloom and doom going from Wisconsin down to Illinois through much of Kentucky, Tennessee, into northern Georgia, and most of the Carolinas except the coastal areas, all the way up into about New England. So that whole gyre will slowly move away from our area, and we'll see a slow improvement as we go through the next couple of days. Here's the temperature map. You can see we're warming up in the southwest. Meanwhile, the cool air, which we saw out here, is now heading into the Great Lakes. Look at that, Louisville at 45. We get 50 in Buffalo and Caribou, 68. They're still in the warm air in Boston. Winds are probably still out of the east and southeast there. But the cooler air will be arriving just in time for the weekend. Maybe cold enough for some frost. You say, well, come on, there's no way we could have frost. Well, let's take a look at the watches and warnings out to the west of our area. Not talking about the possibility of frost tomorrow. No, I'm talking about the possibility of frost Saturday, Sunday mornings. That would be the time frame. And you can see watches, severe weather. No, these are frost advisories, freeze warnings, freeze watches, frost watches, all this other stuff. They go almost down to southern Mississippi. Almost the entire state of Alabama, northwestern parts of Georgia, the high country there, the valleys up in the plateau there, and the western parts of North Carolina, most of Tennessee, most of Arkansas, most of Missouri, most of Illinois, two-thirds, or at least 55% of Iowa, and southern Wisconsin. Well, there's the system. You can see how it continues to spin. We still have lots of those low-level clouds hanging back. Well, this is what Predictor's doing with that low. By this time tomorrow, it's got the low way up there in Quebec, north of the St. Lawrence Seaway, which would be right there, separating the U.S. from Canada at some spots, like up in New York. And we'll see beautiful high pressure just kind of drift in our direction. There we are, late Saturday, picture-perfect day. Late Sunday, picture-perfect day. Monday's a different story, though. By 4 a.m. Monday, we could be getting a few showers with this rapidly moving weak low-pressure system that will run along the U.S.-Canadian border. That system will move out quickly, and then we're expecting a stronger system to be developing. That one could be sending rain our way Wednesday into Thursday. We'll move on to the 7-day forecast. Well, let's see. Do we have any warm weather here? Not really. It does look like we'll be below average for at least the next 4 days, but could get up near average Tuesday and Wednesday. At this point, we'll give you a few showers on Friday. It'll be cold for high school football. We'll be playing in 40-degree weather. Still kind of damp, but not expecting much, if anything, falling from the clouds as we play the games. Saturday and Sunday look perfect. Sunday morning may be our best chance for a little bit of light frost. No big deal there. I mean, it is, after all, today is what, the 20th, so that'd be 21st, 22nd, 23rd. You get frost on the 23rd of October. There's no surprise there. And there's a few showers on Monday. Tuesday looks nice. Early Wednesday, okay, but maybe late Wednesday into Thursday, looking at a few showers. We're trying to warm things up. But, of course, as soon as we warm things up, another cold front gets ready to move through, which is probably what's going to happen Thursday night into Friday.